Guys, how's it going? So I just wanted to do a little bit of a different style video for you guys. This is going to be, I guess, more of like a vlog style, essentially like a diary entry. I just wanted to take some time and just talk to you guys about the reality of what's going on right now in the world and in my life. Obviously, things are a lot different than they were 21 days ago. So I've actually already filmed this video. I filmed it a week and a half ago, and to be honest, I was in a completely different situation mentally than I am now. I didn't like it. I've watched it a couple of times just from editing other videos, and I actually wanted to put it out first. I wanted to put it out as the first video right after my shoe collection video. I wanted it to be just the beginning of, you know, just the new chapter of how things are for us right now, and I just wasn't happy with the video, so I'm actually just refilming the whole thing for you guys, and I wanted to do it in my closet. I feel in here it's very private. I can really be fully alone, and this is what my channel is all about. It's about clothes, it's about my luxury items, and I just feel it's very appropriate that if we're going to be having a heart-to-heart, that I'm doing it in here. So I just want to explain to you guys, I'm sure you guys have noticed that I've been a little bit MIA lately. I've been on average posting only about a video a week, and generally before that I was doing 3 videos a week, 2 to 3 videos a week. So the reason for that is simply because I don't have moments now in my day set aside just for filming. We, the 5 of us, are all in self-isolation inside our house all together. So I'm sure you guys can imagine, with 3 little kids running around and my husband trying to work from home, it's different in here right now. I used to film when the kids were all at school and my husband was at work, so I had the house to myself, and I'd have about 4 hours twice a week, so 8 hours altogether. And in those 8 hours, I found time to film, to get our grocery shopping done, to run any errands that we needed to have done for myself as well as the house. So I don't have that luxury obviously right now. And then now school is supposed to be back in, and obviously the kids did not return after spring break. So I have their homeschooling as well that I'm trying to do during the day. So things are a little bit different. Right now it's Saturday, so my husband is off for the weekend. So I have some time today, obviously, that I can, you know, take time to get ready, to do my hair, do my makeup, get everything set up. There's a lot of prep work that is involved with just simply filming, so it does take a little bit of extra time. So I just want to touch on, you know, just what's going on in the world right now for everyone. It's a really challenging time. A lot of people, they're losing their jobs, you know, they're faced with the fear of when are they going to run out of money, how are they going to be able to buy groceries for their families. I've noticed a lot on social media platforms that people are selling a lot of items, whether it be luxury items or, you know, just tools, personal items from their homes. Everyone is just trying to do the best that they can in order for us all to get through this situation. I know that in other countries, they have been affected by this a lot longer than we have in Canada. For us in Canada, it's really only been 3 weeks since the beginning of our quarantine self-isolation started. I think it's quite similar in the US as well. But other places such as, you know, China, Italy, Spain, they have been dealing with this for a lot longer than we have. So in that sense, 3 weeks, we haven't been in here a long time, but 21 days is a long time to be in your house. And it's a long time, as much as I love my children, to be around them all day for 21 days straight. So this is actually really refreshing, and I really appreciate that I have this outlet that, you know, I can just separate myself from that and honestly fall back into my modern bubble where everything was fine and we can talk about things that we love, like clothes and purses and shoes, any luxury items, fashion, makeup. These things are honestly my passion. They're what make me happy. Obviously I love my family the most, but they're driving me crazy right now. I really need out of here. So I'm sure you guys are all going through the exact same thing. So also I just wanted to say that I know my channel in that sense because it is focused on items that are not necessities. They're definitely not essential goods. It could be kind of controversial right now. I do want to focus my channel though, continue on the same theme. That's what my channel is about. I just want you guys to know that, you know, if I post a video, I'm not intending to offend anybody. That would be the last thing that I want to do. My channel has never been about me bragging. It's never been about me showing off in any way, shape, or form. It's just honestly things that I love, that I've worked really hard to acquire, and I'm at the point where I want to share them with you guys. And that's really what it is, what it's all about for me. It's just about, it's a hobby and a passion that I truly love. And I just want you guys to know that I'm not posting anything to offend anyone, and I have full respect for you guys and what's going on in your personal lives. And I just hope that everyone can understand that and show the same for me and for my channel as well. I think this is a really great place. It's a fun place for us all to connect and just to chat and to share our experiences about our mutual interests. I love that about my channel. And I'm so appreciative of all of my subscribers, my viewers. You guys are amazing. If you guys look at my subscribers, I'm so blown away by how well my channel is doing. I'm so appreciative. I'm really, honestly, so blown away that it is doing so well. So let's go back to 21 days ago when, for us in our house, this all started. So that was the last day of school right before my kids were supposed to go on spring break. And as you guys know, we had a family trip to Mexico planned. That obviously had to be canceled. I'm sure you guys had made that assumption yourself as well. And I'm sure a lot of you had trips as well over spring break that got interrupted, that you guys had to postpone. That was the hardest thing that we had to do. So initially, I'll admit that I was in complete denial that we were gonna have to cancel it all. I really felt confident, and I was trying to be positive for my kids and stuff, that it was gonna be fine. I wasn't scared of us traveling and getting sick. Now, looking back, that would have been probably the most irresponsible thing to do, would have been to add to the pile of travelers and potentially bringing home back to Canada something that could make, you know, our friends, our family, our neighbors, our co-workers, that could make anyone sick. That would have been really irresponsible. So I am convinced, I do understand that that was the best decision for everyone, for us to cancel. I pretty much took the travel advisory to be put out that we were gonna need to quarantine for 2 weeks upon returning. So that would mean that my kids weren't able to return back to school, which I was aware that that was potentially up in the air, that school may be canceled indefinitely. I had heard word of that, so I wasn't too concerned about that. I figured when we got back, we would just be self-isolating regardless. But it was more the fact that when we got back, my husband was gonna have to take an additional 2 weeks off, 3 weeks away from work for him. That wasn't possible for us. So we made the decision at that point, as well as I think a lot of other people, that we needed to cancel. So for the first 5 days or so of my kids' spring break, my husband and I were basically on the phone 24 hours a day, it felt like. You know, we took small little, maybe 5-hour gaps to actually sleep at night. We would wake up early in the morning, get on the phone, try and contact the tour operator that we booked our holiday through. Basically stay on hold from, you know, 6 a.m. until midnight when we could not keep our eyes open anymore. And the reason was because we would get on hold, we'd wait for 3 hours, and the call would drop. And then you repeat that process all day long, hoping that you can finally get through to someone so that they can cancel your trip, because we did have a deadline. We had to have that done 72 hours prior to our departure. So it was a little stressful. As you can imagine, going to an all-inclusive in Mexico as a family of 5, it's not cheap. So I was a little concerned about the what if we couldn't recoup our money back and get a refund. We ended up, in a very roundabout way, we ended up getting a hold of them. Actually, it was more so through actually being able to contact the airline. We had our holiday booked through Air Canada Vacations, so we were luckily, in a very roundabout way, able to connect back through to Expedia, who we had originally booked the trip through. They weren't issuing refunds. We were able to get a credit. Initially, it was to be used before December 31st. Now, luckily, they've extended that, and now we have a 2-year window to use that credit. Because in all honesty, who knows when we're actually going to be able to fly again? It may be months and months and months. We may be looking at, you know, a 6-month window. So that, in all honesty, in the grand scheme of things, is probably the least of our worries. It's not something that we should be focusing and stressing on. The most important things is that we are all together, we are all safe, and we are all healthy. And I think at the end of the day, that's probably the most important thing. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it was really difficult to have to explain that to my kids. My kids they're almost all gonna have their birthdays. They all have their birthdays within a month-and-a-half window, so it's crazy at our house when that happens. So they're all almost at the end of their age. So they're almost 8, 6, and 4. So they're basically 7.5, 5.5, and 3.5. So they're all old enough, especially my oldest, to understand what that would mean that we're canceling our trip. He understood, as well as the other 2 little ones, that it didn't mean that we weren't ever going away. We're just not allowed to fly right now. They honestly took the news really well. They're obviously really disappointed, but they understand why we're self-isolating. They've actually taken it really well. I mean, considering they have not left the house for 21 days other than to walk the dog, scooter outside our house, or ride their bikes around their house. So they're honestly handling it really well. They're probably handling it honestly better than I'm handling it. I have been going out to the grocery store about every 2 weeks or so. My husband and I kind of alternated back and forth just to try and limit our own personal exposure. So once that chapter closed and we realized, you know, we weren't going to be going on our family holiday, super disappointed because I did have a ton of things that I have bought clothing wise that I wanted to share with you guys. So you know what, I decided I'm still going to show you guys. It's still clothes, and that is something that my channel is geared around, is fashion, and I really want to share them with you. So I am still going to put together a video just to show you guys what I purchased. I think that'll be fun, and honestly it's a nice distraction because one day we will be able to travel again and we will be able to take these holidays. It's just not possible right now. So I am going to still do that. I'm obviously not going to be able to do like what I'm packing in my suitcase. I won't do that. But I will show you guys what I purchased because I did purchase quite a few really nice things for the trip that I wanted to share with you guys. So we had about, you know, 24 hours, one day to breathe, and then we got a really upsetting phone call from one of our neighbors, not here, but a neighbor from our cabin that we have up north. And they said that our property had been broken into, and, you know, we had a smashed window for sure that they knew of. So we unfortunately, we had to travel, just my husband and I. We had to go up. We had to deal with the police. We had to deal with, you know, just assessing the damage and what had been stolen. So we had arranged, my mother-in-law actually, she came over and she stayed at the house and just watched the kids so that the kids could stay in the house. My husband and I, we went up, and honestly, it's not a huge deal. And like I said about our trip, in comparison to what is really going on in the world, it's not a huge life or death situation. And I understand that. It's just, you know, when things snowball along and it's bad news after bad news, it breaks you. It's really upsetting. I'm in a better place now about it all than I was. Sorry. I'm in a better place now about it all than I was a week and a half ago. It's just a lot. We realized that, you know, it was totally our fault. We got comfortable over the years and we left valuables there that we really should not have left. It's a very remote, isolated place. And I think we got caught up in the illusion that, you know, it's so remote, no one even knows it's there. Our stuff is fine. But I think also that can be quite attractive to thieves, that, you know, nobody knows it's there. There's no neighbors around necessarily. Nobody's there off season, and it's a great place to break in and see what they have. And unfortunately, we did have some expensive items that were taken. All things that we can replace. Again, I'm very thankful that, you know, we're all safe. Again, it's just stuff. It's not the end of the world. It's probably not the best time in our lives to be having to replace things like that. And like I said, some of the things that were taken were quite pricey. So it just sucks that now we have to be dealing with that, you know, replacing a window, as well as items inside that were taken that we need in order for us to be able to go to our cabin in the future. So it just sucks that we have that as well on our plates that is always in the back of my mind that we have to replace in the near future. My husband is working from home right now, like I said to you guys, so we are very fortunate. I'm so grateful that he does not have to physically go into work every day, potentially exposing himself to getting the virus or to bringing it home to us. And, you know, just keeping all of his other coworkers safe by him not exposing them to, you know, potentially what we might pick up getting groceries at the grocery store. And so I'm very grateful for those things that we have currently happening in our situation at our family. So after that, I would say that was probably the end of our bad luck. I mean, they say it comes in threes, right? So I would say that was probably, and I hope it for us. I mean, we've got the virus, the global pandemic. We have our family holiday that we're really, really looking forward to canceling. But again, it can happen in the future. It's not goodbye forever. And then our property getting broken into, and that just financially really sucks right now that we have to deal with that. But again, small things in the grand scheme of things. All of my family is healthy. My friends are healthy. We're all safe, and I pray that all of you are safe and healthy as well. But on a more positive note, I just wanted to say that I'm gonna continue filming. I'm sorry that I can't film as often as I used to be able to. It's really restrictive right now in my house. There's a lot of other things that I need to be focusing on, like my kids' schoolwork. With my husband working from home, he does have an office, but he does a lot of meetings through Skype, so I can't have my kids, you know, playing a video game in the background and yelling and screaming, and I need to help them be distracted and entertained while my husband's focusing on working. So unfortunately during the day I don't really have that window at the moment, but I am promising you guys I'm still here. I'm still planning on filming. I love doing this. I love filming for you guys. I have so much fun editing my videos. It's just fun. It's a fun hobby that I'm really enjoying. So I do definitely want to keep up doing that for you guys, and this is an awesome outlet for me. I haven't put on makeup or done my hair in a very long time. So just doing it to be able to film for you guys is really refreshing, and it's a really good escape for me. So not only do I want to keep up a schedule and film for you guys, I think it's really important that I honestly do it for myself as well. I'm going to be honest that it's really easy when you don't leave the house to fall into a slump. I mean, I'm sleeping in the morning, and we haven't done that in, my son's almost 8, so probably 8 years. So that's really, really nice that we have this time just to relax. But at the same time, I'm going to bed a lot later than I used to, so I don't know if I'm necessarily catching up on any sleep. So I do really need to focus on keeping myself mentally as well as physically healthy. In all honesty, we're having a lot of fun food for the kids to try and keep them happy and entertained. I'm trying not to eat all of our quarantine snacks, but you know, they might be catching up to me. I did place an Aritzia order about a week ago. They were having a really great sale where it was like an appreciation sale for their customers, and it was 20% off the entire website. I posted on Instagram that a pair of denim form jeans that I get a ton of comments on was actually included in the sale, and it was on sale. So I posted for you guys on there. And so I did shop around, and I did buy some items off of there. Just a mini haul. It's probably, and I know it was not the right move right now to be spending money unnecessarily, but honestly, I think I need that kind of thing. I need shopping to just a distraction. It makes me happy, and when the deliveries come and stuff, it just puts a smile on my face. And I think that as long as it's within, you know, your family budget, and you're not taking food off the table from your family or not paying, you know, your bills and stuff that are coming in, I think it's okay. I think we need to just maybe relax, not be so hard on ourselves. If you understand within your family that it's okay for you to be spending that money right now, then I say yes. If that makes you feel better right now, then do it, because honestly, this is a very hard time for everyone, and I think we just need to do as much as we can to help ourselves feel normal. I am very grateful that we have our dog. I'm able to still get out and take her for a walk every day, and as you guys know, she's a larger dog, so when we go for walks, I'm out for about an hour taking her for that walk, and then my husband will mimic the same walk in the evening, so she's still getting her same amount of exercise. But it's just nice and refreshing to be able to go outside. Honestly, it's challenging to be able to socially distance. In that sense, I've had to pick new routes that are definitely out of the way from where my neighbors and stuff are outside walking. We do run into a lot of people, and we're doing the responsible thing, crossing the road, you know, remaining 6 feet or more back. Honestly, I feel better if my kids are out there walking the dog with me that we're at least 30 feet away from people. The farther the better. We really need to do our part and try and flatten this curve. It frustrates me when I see people not doing that, because I'm going to be honest, I want to get out of my house, and we're not going to be allowed to do that until the curve is flattened, you know, the virus is gone, or we have a vaccine that's ready for the public. So I had posted on Instagram, and I did post on YouTube, but I put it within the comments of one of my videos. I really want to do, and I think it's very fitting and appropriate for how things are right now. You know, just being respectful for anyone who may not be in the mood to watch a haul or to watch an unboxing. I posted that I really want to do a get to know me video, but in order to do the Q&A, you guys, without the questions, I can't put together a Q&A. So if you guys wouldn't mind, if you could just, you know, in the comments of this video, if you could please just throw any questions at me. I have gone through actually like previous videos, comments that you guys have asked me in the past. I'm going to include those in there. I'm not looking for a ton. I'm just hoping maybe to have, you know, like 20 questions or so to work with. So if you guys wouldn't mind doing that, I would really appreciate it. Any questions, if it's about, you know, personal questions about my life, I'm okay with that. If it has to do, you know, with luxury, like what's my favorite luxury shoe brand, what's my favorite luxury purse brand, and stuff like that. Any questions, whatever it is. Honestly, if it's questions about right now, about how I'm handling self-isolation at home with 3 kids, if it's more geared towards that, I'm totally cool with that too. Whatever you guys want, I just would love to be able to put that little video together for you guys. So I think I'm going to end this video here. I think I've said everything that I was hoping to say. I've gotten everything off of my chest. I just wanted to clear the air just so you guys knew where I stood. Obviously, I'm not stopping YouTube at all. It's just a little bump in the road, and I think that we're all going through that right now, so I hope that you guys are understanding to that, and I'm so appreciative for you guys. So please stick around. If you guys are new here, hit that subscribe button. I promise you new videos are right on the horizon, and just let me know if you guys want, you know, that distraction type video where I just continue on, you know, talking about what we normally talk about, fashion, luxury, you know, beauty, makeup, lifestyle, a little sprinkling of lifestyle, then let me know if that's the kind of videos you guys are looking for. If you want more serious videos and if you feel, you know, that it's more appropriate right now for us to talk about, and I can do vlog style videos, let me know. If you want to talk about what's going on right now in my home, to do a self-isolation, you know, in order to connect back to what's going on in your homes, I fully understand. Just be honest and just let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys. So I hope you guys are all staying safe and healthy, and I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye guys.
Let's get some sun, baby. It's time.